A pleasure to meet y'all at last, and welcome back to Nerf Secret Revealed. Also, welcome back to part 3 of a part 4 episode that I'm uploading for today. So, for today's topic, I would just want to go right ahead and explain certain parts of the past of Nerf Secret Revealed, as to how dark it has become. Yes, back then, some of the oldest days of Nerf Secret Revealed, especially from 2013 to 2016, those were times that I felt were very, very dark. They were, in fact, some of the darkest times that I have managed to put together for my series, that I almost feel somewhat guilty just for creating something so dark, and then eventually setting up a little hustle to get myself going further towards a more friendly piece of content right here. Even though, by today's standards, you are seeing content that is practically more affiliated towards all audiences, especially towards children and young adults like myself, then you would see for yourself. If you went back far enough on my channel, you would have seen some of the oldest episodes of mine that I had uploaded to my channel, especially the ones from 2013 to 2016. Many of these episodes that I had uploaded around those times, they were just that dark. So, I'm going to go more into detail on it in just a moment, but it's probably going to get a bit more darker in this episode compared to any of the other episodes from those years. But, once again, this is just something that I would like to explain to everybody, so here we go. 2013 to 2016, those times have just simply became the darkest times of the series itself. And how I know this for sure is because back then, from 2013 up until summer of 2016, those were times of which that I had actually used plenty of foul language in most of those episodes. And so, even though you don't hear me cussing today, there's a good chance that if you went back far enough, up to around 2016 or even 2015, you would have seen any episode of Nerf Secret Revealed reveal certain foul language that many people would not want to have on a series that's meant to target towards all audiences possible. So, that just makes up for that kind of part of it. But another idea as to why that part of the series up until 2016 had become very dark then is simply because of how certain content that I had used was just a bit gruesome, especially. And there was a point in time to where I made myself a few update episodes, basically targeting as to how I will be coming back for the series, but for the time being I'm practically just taking a break from creating episodes. And this in turn just happens to be a somewhat horrible part of the series itself, because there were a few times in which that I created myself a few slideshows or even GIF films, which included certain parts of movies that were transformed into GIFs that were posted online and that I had downloaded to put onto my series as a way to try to further entertain everybody out there. But many of these GIFs just had content that was considered too gruesome or graphic just to have online. Though, let's just say that Nerf hasn't had any flags being put onto these episodes yet. Though, I would be more than just willing to flag my own episodes down like that, just to try to initiate more safety for everybody on the internet. Especially for those who are under the age of 10, it would be more than just safe to have somewhat restrictions put onto there. Even though there are, in fact, 0 age restrictions posted onto any of my videos based on the community guidelines and all of those types of new requirements that we've been set on. It almost seems like something is going wrong with the new terms of the system right here. The new system that we have here is basically just a combination of YouTube tightening bans on certain internet challenges and stunts that would be considered very dangerous or even deadly. It would also consider us having certain videos automatically age restricted by YouTube rather than have the users of these videos automatically age restricting their own videos. It would actually be YouTube putting age restrictions on videos instead of having the users who own these videos age restrict them by themselves. So it almost seems easier, but for most of us around here, it's gotten pretty goofy because certain age restricted videos that we have around here have actually been targeting all audiences, especially for those who are well below the age of 10 years old. But that actually is very crazy, especially when it comes to, if it came to term really with how an age restricted video that I saw, I think it was just so unbelievable. I could not even think about what happened there, because that video was just age restricted, but yet there was no content in there that had anything to do with offensive content or violent content or anything like that. There was no possible way that there was content in any certain videos that I've seen to where it had to be flagged to the point in which that it had to be automatically age restricted by YouTube. None of my videos have age restrictions being put on by YouTube, but nonetheless, there's a surefire way that I would feel like it would be more safe for everybody who continues to watch some of the oldest parts of Nerf Secrets Revealed to have those episodes age restricted for their safety. And so I feel like that just concludes that part of the whole thing. But there's just one more bit of information that has led me to figure out how the years of 2013 to 2016 have become the darkest parts of Nerf Secrets Revealed yet. There have, in fact, been plenty of points which it didn't include just cussing, or it included photos or videos or GIFs or anything like that that were very graphic or violent or bloody. There was also some points in time to where I had automatically called out names on anybody out there on my episodes. There have been points in time from 2013 to 2016 where I had mentioned people's names out loud, even though I was using the ticker tape at the time, so technically it wasn't out loud, but nonetheless, I was calling people's names out right in those episodes, right then and there. That's another part that I would consider to be a dark bit of information for the series itself. Even though I rarely do that anymore, just call people's names out, if it's their real name or if it's their name they use online on any social media platform they typically use, it's just safe to say that now, with the use of these episodes that are still around, once again, I feel like that for their own safety and for our safety here, my own safety, because I'm the one who created those episodes and uploaded them to my channel, and I've been doing that for 6 years almost. I feel like that some type of restriction would be necessary just to prevent any kind of danger from coming upon anybody like myself or any of these people that I had mentioned. Because of course, there is this theory that whatever post you make online, if it's impulsive or it's voluntarily, there's no way to remove them. There's this theory that still exists and has yet to be proven that social media posts of any type can never be removed once they're put online. I know for sure that if you delete a post, they can't see anything, and if they can't see anything, then there's no surefire way to prove that this theory is true. So, I'm listing out as false until I get the right kind of information that would be needed for me to clarify that a theory like this could evidently be true. But I still hope that you do continue to enjoy my series, and I also hope that you take this kind of precaution if necessary. If you do want to see any of the older episodes that I still have on my channel, then there's no point in me trying to stop you from doing so. But once again, you'll see for yourself just how dark many of these episodes were back then. And even though my episodes are much more friendlier towards all audiences, those darker times might have been for people who are at least 13 or even 15, at least. So, that wraps that part up, and I do hope that you continue to enjoy my series. And if you want to see more, go down to my channel. Make sure that you like, subscribe, comment, follow me on social media, and stay on the Hollywood side.